And 4 Quinnipiac students were robbed last Friday night. Their house on Dixwell Avenue was broken into after 11 p.m.
The Quinnipiac softball team came out firing against defending NEC champion Sacred Heart University. The Bobcats jumped on the Pioneers from the very beginning of Sunday's doubleheader, scoring 8 runs in the first inning of the game, thanks to an NCAA record back-to-back home runs before the Pioneers had recorded their second defensive.
You guys stress this holiday? Nobody has time for that.
You know what I do have time for? Turkey and stuffing.
That's right, but you got to watch those pounds, man. Cynthia will be back here talking about...
Hey, don't make jokes about me.
All right.
While the weather also appears to be great for sports, another problem has arisen for one of Quinnipiac's teams. Here's Nick Sczerbinski with more.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, the government shutdown is having negative effects all over the country, and it's even causing issues here at QU. The women's rugby team had a match scheduled for Saturday against Army, but due to the shutdown, the game has been postponed. The only games involving military-related schools that will take place this weekend are the Air Force versus Navy and Boston College versus Army football games. From the rugby pitch to the hockey rink, the national runner-up Quinnipiac men's ice hockey team will take the ice on Sunday for the first time since losing to Yale in the title game last April. Despite the team falling short of their goal, the demand for tickets is an all-time high. Tickets for the Parents' Weekend game versus Holy Cross sold out in less than 7 hours on Monday morning, and tickets for the November 9th rematch with Yale are selling on StubHub for $125. While Quinnipiac went to the 2013 Men's Frozen Four in April, the 2014 Women's Frozen Four will be coming to Quinnipiac this March. The TD Bank Sports Center will host the tournament on March 21st and 23rd, and tickets are available at ncaa.com/tickets. In addition to the Women's Frozen Four, Quinnipiac Athletics has officially submitted a bid for the next 4 Men's Frozen Four tournaments. The catch? The bid is a joint bid with the Metro Atlantic Conference, and if successful, will take place at the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. On to professional sports, the MLB playoffs are officially underway, with the wild card round taking place this week. On Tuesday, the Pittsburgh Pirates beat the Cincinnati Reds to earn their first playoff win in over 20 years. After a Marlon Byrd homer got things started, PNC Park was rocking like it was 1992. In the same inning, former Yankee Russell Martin steps up, and it's deep, and I don't think it's playable. That's the first of his 2 home runs in a 6-2 win to propel the Bucks to the NLDS against the St. Louis Cardinals. Yes, the Pittsburgh Pirates are back, and luckily for them, Barry Bonds is not. Last night, the Tampa Bay Rays silenced the Indians in Cleveland in the AL wildcard game, thanks in large part to Alex Cobb's 6 2/3 of shutout ball. The Rays win 4-0 to advance to the ALDS, where they'll take on their division rival, the Boston Red Sox. And Tommy, the Sox playoffs begin tomorrow afternoon at Fenway, but I must have missed it on SportsCenter. Do you know when the Yankees playoffs start?
Your guess is as good as mine, Nick, and I don't know about you, Lauren, but it seems like it'll be a few years before the Yankees play in October again.
I just don't want to talk about it.
The men's basketball team hosted St. Francis of Pennsylvania as a prequel to the huge weekend at TD Bank, and boy did they put on quite a show. Planning to assure themselves of a 5th-place finish in the NEC, the Bobcats opened with high pressure on both sides of the ball and took the game from the Terriers before it even began. To Lender Court we go for the highlights. Such a dominating performance from Quinnipiac. Dave Johnson with a pump fake and a shot from mid-range. Zaid Hurst with a great dribble move and a shot. It falls. Everything was falling for Quinnipiac. This one will fall every time. Ike Azetam with the pass from James Johnson underneath. Quinnipiac rolling. Johnson to Z. The jump shot is good. Zaid Hurst again, the freshman, having a day at the bank. A jump shot off the dribble. It's good again. With such a dominating performance, the Bobcats showed their strengths and potential to be one of the most dangerous teams in NEC postseason play.
On Saturday night, they hit the ice at the High Point Solutions Arena to attempt to take it back from the Bulldogs of Yale University. Let's hit the ice. Student section was packed an hour and a half before the game to see the Bobcats and the Bulldogs square off. Yale with a quick pass and a steal off the penalty, and the player coming out of the box, Jesse Root, with the goal, putting the Bulldogs up 1-0. Yale celebrating the goal 29 seconds into the second period, the assist from Charles Brockett. The Bobcats, though, would not be turned down. Great puck movement inside on the power play, and Quinnipiac scores. Lauren Barron, the defenseman, from Connor Jones and Matthew Pekka. 9 minutes and 15 seconds in, the crowd loving it. Bobcats tie it at 1. A Yale player and Antoine Lagonier thrown out of the game on a call by an official that the student section clearly loved. Everyone in the crowd giving him the business as he came off the ice. Quinnipiac trying to take the momentum, but a steal on a 5-on-4 power play for Quinnipiac and the shorthanded goal for Yale from Clinton Bourbonnais. Hartzell made the initial save, and then Jesse Root, the hero of the game for Yale in the hero's hat, with a shorthanded goal, giving him a 2-1 lead. The Bobcats, though, the power play was on fire. Connor Jones with the assist from his twin brother Kellen and Matthew Pekka, tying the game at 2. Quinnipiac's power play has been the story of their last few weekends. The point to the easy button in the crowd, always a fan favorite. Bobcats and Yale would try to find a winner as we got to the end of the third period, but a quick scuffle ensues as the rivalry of the New Haven County in Connecticut really took off late in the game. Under a minute to go, Eric Hartzell with a save of the year as he turns Yale away. And then with 5 seconds to go, Yale pressing and pressing and pressing, but Quinnipiac does not let them put the puck in the back of the net. The Bobcats go to overtime with a tie. Here's Rand Pecknold.
Settled in, and